Tonight on Monday, December 1st, 2025, we have a winter storm impacting portions of the Midwest and Ohio Valley. And so we'll take a look at the current conditions with this storm, as well as future conditions with the HRRR weather model. And so after we take a look at the conditions and the forecast with this, we'll also look at snowfall totals for some areas into the Ohio Valley and Northeast. And then after that, we'll take a look at some of the global models and see what we could potentially expect further into this week as far as winter weather goes. So to start off here with the HRRR weather model, as you can see over the next hour, we're going to have a pretty strong area or pretty strong band of snow moving into Illinois, into central northern Indiana, into Ohio, and even into Michigan as well. And we also have some sleet and ice mixing in here down into Kentucky, kind of into southeastern Missouri as well, southern Illinois, even into southern Indiana as well. And as we go over the next few hours, we'll continue this on. This snow band is going to continue to strengthen, and it will be pretty moderate to even heavy at times as we get further into the night. And we'll also see some ice mixing in here into the Appalachians, and more sleet and ice mixing in into Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Illinois, and some heavy snow well up to the north of that. As we go into about 2, 3, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have even more sleet and ice mixing in here with still that large batch of snow to the north there as we move further into about 4 and 5 a.m. We'll continue this on forward, and we'll have a pretty sharp gradient here actually between sleet and heavy snow. Heavy snow is expected well into Ohio, upstate New York, and New York City itself, and then into Pennsylvania. And as we go further into tomorrow morning, Pennsylvania will be receiving quite a bit of snow, especially into the very early morning hours, with even more ice and sleet mixing in up along the spine of the Appalachians as we go further into the morning tomorrow on Tuesday. And as we go farther into about 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., we still have this pretty strong, pretty heavy snow here falling into the northeast, and most of this will continue to be snow, and really the only areas where there might be some more rain wrapping in, probably into New York City, and then into the southern areas of New England as we go further tomorrow. And so now I'll switch over to the run earlier from today. This extends it out a little bit further so we can see it, but still we're going to see quite a bit of snow into the northeast, especially into Vermont, New Hampshire, into Maine as well as we go further into the day on Tuesday, and then into tomorrow evening and night. That snow will slowly taper off as we go into the night, and even more kind of wraparound snow could be the case for some areas into Maine as we get into Wednesday. Starting out with the Midwest, really along the western areas of Michigan could receive 7, 8, maybe 9 inches of snow. And then farther south into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, those areas could see 2 to 3 inches, maybe 4 in some spots. Then into Wisconsin, maybe a ½ inch in some areas, but the whole state could see at least a little bit of snow. And then further south as we get into Missouri, Kentucky, and we'll look at those states here in just a moment as well. Those areas could see maybe 1 or 2 inches of snow. And then up here into the UP of Michigan, those areas could see maybe 1, 2, even 3 inches in some areas. Now just taking a quick look at the Ohio Valley, some snow is expected all the way down into northern Tennessee, even into Arkansas, Missouri as well, and obviously Kentucky, as you can see there, maybe 1 to 2, even 3 inches into central and northern Kentucky, and then into Pennsylvania, West Virginia as well. Some of those areas could see 2 to 3 inches of snow as we go further into the night tonight and then into tomorrow. And also I just want to say snow has already fallen across quite a bit of these areas, so really the main forecast for this graphic here kind of includes the Ohio Valley and then into the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic as well. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the Northeast, actually Mid-Atlantic lastly, and then into the Northeast. And so into Ohio, West Virginia, areas could see maybe 2 to 3 inches. Northern West Virginia, maybe 2 to 3, into the entire state of Pennsylvania, maybe 4, even 5 inches of snow in some areas, into Virginia as well. Kind of some ice and sleet mixing in with that into northern Virginia, eastern West Virginia, Maryland as well, maybe 1 to 2 inches in the western part. And then as we go further to the north, even into New Jersey, those areas could see maybe a ½ inch to 1 inch of snow into the northern areas of New Jersey. Looking at the northeast into New York State, maybe 6, 7, 8 inches possible. Then into upstate New York, maybe 2, 3, 4 inches possible. Into Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, into Connecticut as well, Maine. Some of those areas could see all the way up to 7, 8, 9 inches, but mainly that is confined to Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and upstate New York, with some areas seeing just about 1, 2, maybe 3 inches outside of those areas into New Jersey, into Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts. So what about the rest of this weekend to this weekend? So there's mainly one system we're watching here. And so obviously here's our system for today and tomorrow on Tuesday on the GFS weather model. And as you can see, that moves on out as we get into Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. So that'll move out here. And then we could see some more snow chances up here into the Ohio Valley, Midwest, maybe Great Lakes states, and then over here into maybe Colorado, Oklahoma by Wednesday. Then as we get further into Wednesday nights into Thursday, could see some more snow up here in the northeast, kind of wraparound snow. And then as we get into about Thursday, then into Friday, this is kind of the time frame we're watching for areas of maybe the mid-Atlantic and even southeast. So this is the latest. Actually, this is not the latest GFS. The latest is still coming in here, I believe. Yes, it's coming in, but it's not, it's fully out to the part we need to see. But still here's the latest 18Z GFS weather model. And so, like I said, this is the time frame we'll have to watch kind of into Friday. And so we have this energy down here into the southeast. And as you can see right there, it's mostly rain. Really, it is all rain on the latest GFS weather model. But this is the system we're going to have to watch because there could be some more cold air that funnels in as the system gets a little bit further into Friday and even into really Friday night. And so we'll have to watch that. But that's the latest look on the 18Z GFS. And so there's been a lot of back and forth for the last few days of this system showing snow into some areas. But like I said, that's the latest GFS we have. And then as we get into Saturday night into Sunday night, or Sunday morning, excuse me, could see maybe another system, but this is just getting a little too far out at this time. And the main story here is we're going to continue to see below average temperatures into portions of the really east, central U.S. and eastern U.S. there into this weekend and really the rest of this weekend and this weekend. But now if we take a look at the European weather model as well, and then we'll finally take a look at the AI European model here. So there's our system for today into tomorrow. That moves on out. We go into Thursday night. Then we'll back this up a little bit. We'll go to Friday at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll zoom in here a little bit. And so as you can see, the European wants to show a little bit of snow here into Tennessee, and then even into Virginia, North Carolina, Kentucky, southern West Virginia as well. And this is a little kind of a sneaky look we'll have to watch out for as we go further into this week, into Friday. And so even a little bit of more, maybe some sleet or something, ice there mixing in into North Carolina. And then even kind of the low pressure strengthens some more and delivers some light snow into the northeast potentially. And so that's the latest European weather model as well. And as I said earlier, there's just been a lot of back and forth with this system. So we're going to have to continue to watch it over the next few days. So now lastly, looking at the European AI model, we'll go into Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon and evening, even a little bit of snow mixing in there into Arkansas, into Tennessee by Friday night, then into Friday morning, shows some snow up here into West Virginia, far kind of southeastern Kentucky into North Carolina, Tennessee as well. and then even some snow into Maryland as well as we get into Friday about midday. And so once again, this just could be a sneaky event if it plays out like the European AI and European operational model showed. And so we'll continue to monitor the system and see how it plays out. So that'll wrap it up for today's update. I appreciate all y'all watching, and I hope y'all have a great Monday evening.